Hi, are you concerned about natural consequences and worried about letting your child feel the consequences of their use? That's what we're going to talk about today in this video. My name is Cathy. I'm a parent coach. I work with parents who are concerned about their teen or young adults' drug or alcohol use. So allowing for natural consequences is something that really can cause anxiety for parents. It's hard for anyone to allow their child to suffer, the consequences, to feel really the pain of their substance use. And yet we know that we do need to let our children have the world be their teacher, because if you don't, there's no reason for them to really stop using drugs or alcohol. The message is really, I don't need to stop. There's no reason for me to stop. Life just goes on no matter what I do. So yeah, that's why having consequences can be helpful. So there's two kinds. There's your consequence that you set up, which would be boundaries. And then there's natural consequences, which are those things that just happen. It could be from other people. It could be from the community in general. It could be just things that, nature, anything that can happen that's just a consequence that they face. So one thing too to think about is that consequences are different from tough love. Tough love tends to be more punitive and more expressed with anger, while natural consequences is when you're just gently stepping out of the way and letting your child feel the consequences of their use. You're not jumping in and fixing the problem. You're not madly making phone calls, that kind of thing. So again, it's allowing the world to be your child's teacher, and it helps them to realize that in the real world, when they are, when they have a job, when they're working, etc., they are not going to be able to just do whatever they want to when there's no consequence for the use. So, it's a good learning tool. It helps them really start to grow up, and I think also it can be a big wake-up call to their substance use. If it's something that's becoming a problem, this can really help them see that this is not so helpful. So some of the things that happen, or parents do feel so uncomfortable with this, that they do want to jump in and fix. So some of the messages that you might be sending to your child, if you have done this or feel you need to do this, is that your child is special. They don't need to follow the rules, that they are maybe weak and incapable of handling their life, that they need mom and dad to jump in, or they can't take care of things themselves, and that failure is bad and needs to be avoided at all costs. Sometimes failure is a great thing because you learn so much from it. And the other idea to keep in mind is that your child, when you have to run in and fix things, that your child is incapable of coming up with solutions themselves. They are not able to really fix their problems or sort through things, that they need you to always step in and solve things for them. And that brings your child to really a place of weakness. It doesn't help your child be resilient and learn how to really take care of themselves. So the discomfort that comes with natural consequences is understandable. I think for parents, it's difficult. It's difficult to know when to step in, when to just let it go, that kind of thing. You want to really be supporting your child's change, your child's recovery, your child's healthy lifestyle, however you want to phrase it. What you don't want to be doing is supporting your child's continued use. That's really engaging and enabling behaviors, which we all know is not so helpful. So again, there are things though to keep in mind when it comes to natural consequences. Safety is one thing. If you feel that allowing this natural consequence for your child is going to put them in a very unsafe situation, that could be a time when you might want to step in and do something different. But if you do that, I do urge you to make sure there is some kind of safer consequence. We don't want our kids to just feel like they're off the hook. That's just not something that's going to be so helpful. So I hope this gives you a few tips about natural consequences. Again, it's just gently stepping out of the way, letting the consequence happen. And this can be a great learning opportunity for your child to learn that their continued use of drugs or alcohol does have consequences, and it's their job to take responsibility for their actions. So I hope this helps. Again, I'm going to link, I have a blog post which you can check out. If you like this video, if it makes sense for you, please do give it a like and subscribe if you'd like more. And if you have a question or comment about natural consequences, or how you've approach this with your child and their situation, do leave that in the comments below. I'd love to hear. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.